SpaceX went public and it was the world's largest IPO. And now people are buying the stock massively and there is a lot of hype around it. If you pull out the stock, you'll see that the stock price has risen from $135 the moment it started trading, and it rose to up to like $218. And a lot of people are looking at the SpaceX stock and they regret not buying the stock because they would have made 30% or 40% on this investment. And SpaceX is literally creating millionaires, maybe even billionaires. It is literally printing rich people. But the problem is that most people are losing money in SpaceX, and there is a very tiny minority of people who are actually making money. So was SpaceX the lost opportunity? If you got into the IPO, even when the stock was at around $160, you would have already made like 35% on your investment. But most people don't realize that there are people who purchased the stock at $218 and now they have already lost about 12% on their investment. The problem with this kind of stocks is that they rise and fall not because of their real valuation, but rather because of other factors that influences the price. So if you can identify these factors correctly, you will be able to profit from these kind of stocks. Let me give you another example. When you look at Oracle stocks, at least over the last 12 months, what do you see? You see so many fluctuations. For example, I invested in the stock around $230 and the stock has increased by about 34%. I instantly sold my stocks and I recorded that on the Investing Academy. But here's the thing, look at the stock price. From there, it collapsed by about 70 or 80% to its lowest point. Here's the question, what exactly has happened to Oracle? Did Oracle lost like 60 or 75% of their employees? Well, of course not. Did Oracle lost its factories and lost its entire business model overnight? Well, of course not. Because what increased the price of the stock wasn't the fact that Oracle's earnings suddenly increased and its true valuation has risen, and vice versa. The fact that Oracle has gone down dramatically isn't because Oracle lost so much. It is the exact same company, but because it's a hyped stock, if you buy it at the wrong time, you're gonna end up losing the vast majority of your money. That's why when Oracle hit the rock bottom at around $150, I invested back in the stock and I made about 70 or 60% on my investment. And since then, the stock is already down by about 25%. The point that I'm trying to make here is that SpaceX is exactly like Oracle, if not worse. I would say that SpaceX is exactly like Tesla. The price of the stock isn't rising because the fundamentals of the company is rising. It is not because earnings are dramatically rising, but rather because the stock is insanely manipulated. And if you don't understand much about the market, you are going to be one of the many millions of people who are going to lose in this investment. And the top 1% who understand how the market works are going to make millions of dollars off you. And Oracle is probably the best example because this stock has been also very volatile recently. These kind of stocks are very speculative stocks. That's why it's very important for you to literally understand how it works. Their valuation is highly depends on many factors. And a lot of people who get into this kind of IPOs, they don't understand these factors. All they see that, look at the stock, it is rising, so I'm gonna buy $218. Now it's down to $191. And there are going to be people who are like, look at the stock. Over the last month, the stock has been around $190 to $200. I'm gonna just put all my money into SpaceX because I've seen the news that SpaceX will earn $30 trillion, God knows when. And when that is going to happen, my $200 or my $200,000 that I jumped into this stock is going to turn into God knows how much. But unfortunately, these people most likely, if not 100%, are going to lose their money. There is no direct way to value these businesses because the fact that the stock has risen so much isn't because the real earnings has risen. So the question is that why exactly the price of the stock has dramatically risen? The number one most important thing that most people are not realizing with the price of the SpaceX stock is that no one can sell their stocks except the 4% by the Elon Musk. So when you take your company public, all of the stocks of the business are now in the market. Now, if I have my stocks, I can sell them. I might have been a previous investor in the company, or maybe I was an employee for many years and I got stock compensations and now I can sell my stocks or whoever there in the company. When SpaceX went public, no one was allowed to sell their stocks. That was literally part of the IPO. The only stocks they sold is Elon Musk created more stocks, so additional stocks, and 4% of the company was offered to the public and no one else could offer them. Now, suddenly, if you have the situation where there are very few stocks in the market, but there is so much demand on the other side, what do you think is going to happen to the stock? Of course, the stock is going to rise this fast. Now, the second thing that people realize is that, especially Wall Street, if there is going to be so much hype around SpaceX anyways, why don't we simply profit by trading the stock short term? So we're going to buy it at $160 and going to sell it $200. The problem with this strategy for the average people who don't understand much about the market is that, what do you think? No one for a fact knows what that peak is going to be. That peak could be $218, that could be like $300, or that peak could be it's going back to $100 or maybe less than that. But here's the good thing about SpaceX stock. ETFs who created the initial demand are not selling. So the vast majority of the SpaceX IPO was purchased by the largest financial institutions on Wall Street. Think of Fidelity Investments or Vanguard or even BlackRock that placed a $5 billion order. They are using retirement money. So a lot of people are keeping money in their retirement accounts, such as 401k. That money goes and is now invested in actively managed ETFs that are managed by BlackRock. And BlackRock simply takes that money and invests it in SpaceX. And no one is going to ask you, because that's how actively managed ETFs work. So when that initial demand is created by these largest institutional investors, and there is a very few stocks in the market, what do you think is going to happen to the stock? Obviously, the stock is not going to collapse. So shortage of the stock means that no one can short the stock, and shorting is extremely expensive. So here's what usually happens. When you see that the stock is insanely overvalued in the market, a lot of investors, or I would say traders, they start shorting the stock. Shorting is basically when you're betting on the fact that the stock is going to collapse. So let's say that the price of the stock right now is $200, and I believe that the stock should be $100 per stock. What I would do is that I would borrow the stock right now, sell it instantly in the open market for $200 because that's the price of the stock, but I still owe one stock of SpaceX to my broker. Now suddenly, tomorrow, when the price of the stock goes back to $100, I'm going to buy the stock for $100 and give it back to my broker because I don't owe the broker $200. What I owe the broker is literally just one SpaceX stock. So when the entire market realizes that this stock is insanely overvalued, they start shorting it. Now, do you see the logic? When everybody is shorting the stock, everybody is dumping the stocks. Everybody is selling the stocks because you're borrowing the stock and you're selling the stock. When there is so much selling of the stock, instantly the stock is going to go down. So that is going to turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy that the stock instantly collapses. But it's so difficult to do with SpaceX because only 4% of the stock is available in the market. The rest of the stocks are not there. Now, secondly, because there are so little stocks in the market, shorting is insanely expensive. When I'm borrowing the stock from the broker to short it, I have to pay interest for every single day that I'm actually holding that stock. And because there is such huge scarcity of the stock at this moment for that stock, it makes no sense to short it and it becomes so extremely expensive. And that's why very few people are actually shorting the stock. So these are the factors that are for now keeping the stock alive and are not letting the stock to actually go down. So here's the question: how SpaceX is printing so many millionaires? Who are actually profiting from the SpaceX stock? Now, first of all, green shoring. So underwriters sold more shares. SpaceX was planning to raise $75 billion. But if you look at the data, SpaceX raised around $85 billion. So how did that happen? When the company goes public, there is always a middleman, the financial institution that takes the company public. So they do all the finances. And there is something called green shoring. And that means that the company that's taking you public, the financial institution, they're allowed to sell more of your stocks than the amount that you're offering to the public. and they have the right to buy it at that price that you're going to go public. So SpaceX said that they're going public at $135. If I am JP Morgan that is taking SpaceX public, and I see there is so much demand and people are willing to pay $160 for this stock, I'm buying the stocks for $135 from SpaceX and selling it for $160 to these retail investors in the market who are trying to buy it. So suddenly the underwriters, the middlemen, have made already billions of dollars out of this process. Now, the second kind of people who are actually profiting are the ones who are trying to ride the hype. So one of the things that Wall Street does is that they understand that the average retail investor doesn't know much about investing anyways. They don't know how to read financial statements. They don't know how to analyze financial statements. They haven't joined yet the Investing Academy, where they can learn all of that. The link to the Investing Academy is obviously in the description of this video, because they know that the vast majority of people have not joined the Investing Academy. They know that they're very easily manipulated. They look at this graph that the stock is rising dramatically and they start buying the stock. So Wall Street will basically ride the hype. So they're going to buy the stock and then they sell the stock and they might make a few percentage on that. So they keep trading the stock and they keep making the money. The moment they realize that there isn't much demand anyways for the stock, they won't be trading. And those retail investors who don't know much about the market, they want to sell their stocks now. All of them start selling the stock and the stock goes down. So all these people literally lost money. Of course, they haven't actually made millions of dollars out of a single person, but when you have millions of people or even thousands of people trading their money with this stock, Wall Street can make millions of dollars out of it. Wall Street understands that this is a temporary, because the hype will be over once the rest of the stocks will enter the market. So right now, there are only 4% of the stocks in the market. But if you pull out the data and the filings, you will see that after the first earnings report, then more investors or previous investors will be able to sell their stocks. That will increase the supply of stocks in the market. And after every single quarter, more and more stocks will enter the market. Suddenly, there is going to be an oversupply of the stocks in the market. And when the supply is going to outweigh the demand, then you will see the stock going down. Secondly, the more stocks are there in the market, the more likely people are going to short it, because the less expensive the stock is going to be. And the more they short it, obviously, the more stock is going to collapse. So before the first earnings report is going to come out and more stocks will be offered to the market, Wall Street wants to take advantage out of it and make as much money as possible. Here's the question: when you should be buying the stock, or the average investor or the average person? Massive sell-offs will happen before earnings report. Understand this, that the closer we are getting to the first earnings report by SpaceX, the more the stock is going to collapse, because more people realize that more stocks will get into the market. Of course, there is a good probability of making money before the first earnings reports are going to come out. But here's the problem, is that this is a huge risk. And if you're not a professional investor, most likely you're going to buy it at the wrong time and sell it at the wrong time. Buy the stock at the lowest possible valuation. I would say that you should not rush with this, and you should wait until more stocks will be offered in the market and the company will go back to its real valuation. When the company is going to dramatically crush, when all of the stocks will get into the market, that's when you can more objectively evaluate the company. And the real valuation right now is obviously less than $500 billion. Of course, this is insane, because at $218, I guess the valuation of SpaceX was around $3 trillion, which made it one of the most valuable companies in the world. But again, remember, all of that is on paper, because only 4% of the stocks were offered in the market. But here's the problem: we won't know how the price can go unless all stocks enter the market. So we don't know what is going to be the real valuation of the stock. There is no way we can find out the true demand for the stock unless all of the stocks will get into the market. Of course, Elon most likely is not going to sell his stocks, and he holds a significant number of the stocks, about 42% of the company. But at least even 30 to 40% of the stocks will be traded in the market. That already will stabilize the stock. But I guess that SpaceX stock is going to be exactly like Tesla. There is going to be so much volatility. One of the major reasons that the stock is going to go down is because investors were expecting that the Fed is not going to lower down interest rates. Because back at the beginning of the year, people or the markets were expecting the Fed to lower interest rates. That would make the valuation of such businesses much higher. But now the tables have turned and inflation got way higher than most people imagined. So you can easily make a lot of money from SpaceX if you know how to analyze it, you know how to find its true valuation, and you have a really good strategy. If you want to know when I will be buying SpaceX, then join the Investing Academy, because there I will be sharing at what price I will be buying SpaceX and when exactly I will be buying SpaceX. The link to the Investing Academy is in the description of this video.